Okay, welcome everybody. I'm Christine Till, the marketing mentress, and I am looking forward to sharing with you some posting ideas. I have so much great news that I'm working on, and something that I had a really big struggle with. Is this any of you? Just listen to this. When you first started doing online marketing, were you having challenges trying to figure out how to set up posts, how to create posts to go on all your social media? Yeah. I was spending like 16 to 18 hours a day because I had LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, right? And I was told by social media experts that you need to have 3 to 5 posts going out every day, and they all have to be different. And okay. So here I am, no tech. I'm 75, guys. And I'm going, oh my gosh, how in the world am I going to do all this posting, right? But I knew that I could do 1 post a week by writing an article on LinkedIn because I'd learned that from my son. And then I learned how to use Canva on there's a free side of Canva. I have a paid side now because I like to do more things with my posts, but you learn as you go. So I started doing these posts and I just was overwhelmed. I was so mad at my computer. I wanted to throw it across the room, but I knew that was my only alternative, is to go online. I had to find a way to make it work. So I tried network marketing business after network marketing business, and I felt like I was being nibbled to death by a duck because I had to pay $10 here and $25 there and an auto ship over here and an auto ship over there. And I was spending more money on network marketing than I was making. So when I was introduced to this program, I'd been looking for years for things that were done for me because I don't have tech, right? I have 2 sons who are techs, but you don't learn by osmosis. Like, you don't learn that by osmosis. So I went and worked with different LinkedIn coaches after that and learned some more little tips. But my son had the biggest tip of all, because the biggest kept secret to LinkedIn is in the groups, because you can target your perfect customer in the groups on LinkedIn better than anywhere. You can do it to a certain extent on Facebook because they have groups on Facebook, but LinkedIn is the best by far and away. And I'll be honest with you guys, most all my people that have bought from me through this legacy program have been through LinkedIn. You know, people who don't even know, I don't know who they are. People from West Africa and South Africa have been clicking on my posts that I've been putting on LinkedIn, and they bought through my posts. And then a bunch of other people have bought through my email. And I've learned how to build an email list using LinkedIn. So now I've got LinkedIn and the system that we learned through the legacy program. So I've got 2 systems that are feeding contacts into my system.io contact list, right? And so I'd been hearing for years how important it is to have automations. Duh. I had no idea what they were, and I couldn't find anybody by doing searching online that could explain it to me so I could understand it. So I was using another platform called Keep, Keap, and I was paying $154 a month for that email platform. So when I was introduced to this system that we get with the 6-figure blueprint and the legacy program, I just thought I died and went to heaven because I could do system.io for free, up to 2,000 names on your email list. And I went, oh my gosh, this is perfect. So I uploaded my entire email list from Keep over to system.io, and it's very simple to do. So if you have an email list and you want to upload it to system.io, we can set up a time and I can show you how to do that. But it worked very smoothly, seamlessly. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen now. Be prepared, guys. This is going to be fun. I am having so much fun with this now. And to think that back 13 years ago, I was so mad at my computer, I was ready to throw it at the wall, right? But I bit the bullet and I kept persevering and learning. So this is how I set up my ad that for our event today, right? So on LinkedIn, this is, if you click on the link to this, the link to it is down here in the share button. And I can invite people. And here's another thing. When you do a LinkedIn Live event, you can do it on any topic. It doesn't have to be on LinkedIn, right? You can use whatever topic you want to use. Well, you can invite up to 1,000 people per week. So set up your LinkedIn Live 2 weeks ahead so that you have 2 full weeks to be able to invite people, and you can invite up to 2,000 people to come.
Are you showing a screen?
Christy, yeah,
Yeah.
we can't see your share screen, Christine.
Oh, you can't see my shared screen? Oh,
No.
okay. Thank you very much for letting me know. So I'm going to stop. I'm clicking stop share. Okay, I'm going down to the green button at the bottom. I'm clicking share screen. And I'm going into how to post on LinkedIn. That should be showing up. So I'm clicking on how to post on LinkedIn. Now I'm clicking share. And so you can't see this. You can't see this beautiful.
It just said there, Christine has started sharing, screen sharing. Double click to enter full screen mode.
Double click?
So it says double click to enter full screen mode. That is the two.
That's what
white,
it said.
yeah, and it's just a black screen.
So you're just seeing a black screen right now?
Yeah, with a white letters.
Isn't that strange? So I've got to make sure I'm in the right one, because I've got my other ones have all disappeared now, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, so I just have the active window going, and I've got 3 dots there. I can either stop video or mute my audio or choose a virtual background, or I can spotlight.
There it goes. You can see it now,
There we
Christine.
go. There we go. There we see
There's
you.
so I feel like with the internet and how we're everywhere, and I feel like there's always a very long pause.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see my screen now.
Yep, you're good.
Yeah, you can see my green jacket. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So when you first set up your LinkedIn Live, I just wanted to quickly touch on this. You can go down the side of the page on when you click your home page, just scroll down to the left side and it'll show you where it says LinkedIn Live events, and you can click on the words LinkedIn Live, and you can set up your own LinkedIn Live event. And the key thing that I've noticed with all the posting that I do online is you need to have really great pictures, right? This is a professional headshot that I paid money to get done. And so it's about 4 years old, I think. And so it's good to keep your pictures fairly current. And so I'm due to get a new picture that's updated. It looks a little bit more my age, but I'm still using my professional pictures that I've had done for me. So you either have to have a really great picture or a video that when you do posting, right? And all of my posting is with pictures because I've got a huge repertoire of pictures that I've saved over the years on Canva. And I actually save them in my computer. So there's another, I wonder if I can get into this. So when you're designing a post and setting up a post, creating a post for anything, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, those you can connect all of those up to different auto posting platforms. And I'm trying to open up my Sprout Social here, and this internet today is really bad. I don't know why it's being so bad. I've never had it be this bad. And so when you're doing your post, you want to first they ask you to upload a picture. You have to put a picture on there, right? And then you are limited to how many characters you can use in your post. So your characters have to have the same kind of sequence of content that Michelle's been teaching us. You have to always have a call to action at the end. The call to action can always be, I quite often will say, give me a thumbs up if you'd like to know more, right? Or you can say, comment yes for more information, or comment info for more information, or let's have a chat, that kind of thing. And so if you do that with all of your posts, I'm just waiting for my Sprout Social to open up here. It doesn't seem to want to open up. It'll just take a minute, probably, just like it did earlier. So how many of you have had, if you've put a 1 in the comments, if you have been posting on social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and let me know. So Facebook is FB, Instagram is IN, LinkedIn is LI. Here we go. Looks like it's taking me into Sprout Social, because I really want to show you Sprout Social today. So I've been in conversation with Sprout Social, and they're going to set me up as a distribution leader, and so that I can help all the people in our community with Sprout Social. And right now, if you sign up with Sprout Social, I think you get 2 weeks to 30 days free trial, and then it's like $300 a month to pay for it. And I wasn't paying that much. I was only paying about $79 a month, because I've been with them for 12 years and I've been grandfathered into all their upgrades that they've done over the years. And that's way more money than people want to spend, right? So I've been in conversation with them, trying to figure out a way that we can help our people and have them pay less than $100 a month. Because here's what Sprout Social does. It also has ChatGPT connected. So you can go in there and you can post a picture and you can use famous quotes with pictures. That's what I started off by using, is famous quotes with pictures. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, I think we're getting there. I just have to be patient. You know how we get? Because get used to being on the internet. It's like, bing, microwave oven. So now I've opened up a tab for my Sprout Social. And I'm going to open up one more tab here. And I'm going to do free famous quotes. With pictures. So I'm going to do free famous inspirational quotes. And you always have to make sure you put free in front, okay? Because if you have, do you want to exit or do you want to wait? So I've got both of them waiting to open. You have to make sure you type the word free in front of all of your searches that you do for the famous quotes with pictures, because there are paid ones on there. And the paid ones, you can get in trouble if you use a paid one that you don't pay for. So I always stress, please make sure you type free in there first, so that it will open up properly for you. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I've got wheels turning around. Okay, there goes my Sprout Social. It opened up. Okay, so I am going to stop my share from LinkedIn and I'm going to do a share so you can see my Sprout Social. And there, let's see here. There we go. There we go. Found my Sprout Social. Can you see Sprout Social here?
Not
Nope.
yet. Still black, but I'm sure it'll come up.
Yeah. So it shows you, when it shows up for you, you'll see 3 of the posts that I've been sending out. Now I have a LinkedIn company page that I've set up for my marketing mentress, and I have a personal page. So LinkedIn does not like us to have multiple profile pages that we set up. So make sure that you set up your profile page. That's the page that you log into when you first log into LinkedIn. That's your profile page. And that page has to be all about you, not you and your spouse, or you and your dog, or your favorite car, or a waterfall. It's got to be a picture of you in there where the picture goes. And then you need a background picture, but don't put your headshot on the background picture as well, because it's like overkill. You just need one picture with your headshot in the little circle, and the background banner can be whatever you put together. And if you want to get some ideas, just go look at mine. I got mine from Canva.
There you go. It's up, Kristen.
There we go. Thank you, girls. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your patience. So let's say we want to do a new post. So over here on the right, there's a circle with a pen in the middle, right? Click on that. Voila, another window opens up. And I can then post something, but you have to always make sure you download the picture first. So you get the picture and you upload an image. Do you see where I'm pointing to the upload image?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now it should automatically open up my pictures file where I've got all my pictures saved. So at the beginning of every month, I go in, do a search for free, famous, whatever quotes. Sometimes I do Snoopy quotes just to change it up and make it more fun. And so I wait till those free famous quotes show up, and then I save them right around the beginning of the month. So, and I date each picture. So each one picture will have AUG with the number 1 beside it. And I save it in my pictures file in a special folder for August of 2024, right? Then I've got September of 2024. That'll be my next one. I've got one there for July and one for June. And back many years since I've been doing all of this. And so I'm just amazed at how well it works. And I'm still waiting for my picture to show up here. It says upload media. And if I click on it, it goes bling. It's not letting me do anything on it. Darn. So see this little icon down here? It's a little tiny picture of a hand. And what that is Chat GPT. So when I choose a famous quote with a picture, what I do is I'll take whatever that quote is. So it might be when you do the things that most people won't do when you don't feel like doing them, you will have the things that most people won't have. That's my favorite Ziggy quote, Zig Ziglar. You can put that quote in this little chat box. Then you click that little icon that's for the Chat GPT, and then you can choose to have it set up 3 samples of that quote, and all written differently, right? So that what you have in the quote stays in the picture, right? Goes with the picture. And then your blurb means the same thing, but it's written differently. Because here's what you have to be aware of. When you're posting online, if everybody copies the same quote and doesn't alter it at least 15%, then you're going to have problems, right? So I see my pictures as they're opening up here. They will be here in a minute.
Mhm.
My main problem, I noticed, it's something to do with Google, because Google's going through a big upgrade. They're starting to ask people to pay for the Google searches. Have any of you seen that message before?
Mm-mm.
It just started this week. There was a big announcement on the weekend. On Monday, just after the weekend, I guess. So once you've selected your picture will show up on the right side here where it says Network Preview. And you'll be able to see the picture, so you know that you got the right ad that started. The ad starts with the picture or with the video, whichever you're using. And I find it's the easiest to use pictures because I have lots of videos. Oh, I gotta tell you, I was introduced to Opus this week. And you can take one of your videos that you got saved in YouTube and upload it to this platform for free. And it will break it into little short snippets of videos that you can use for your posts. So I'm working on that. I'm always, here we go, yay! Okay, so here's August 2024. And we might wait a minute for it to open up because the internet is so slow. And then bring my picture up. So these are some of the pictures. I don't know if this bar on the side will work. No, the bar on the side won't even work. Oh, this is horrible. What a mess. There we go. Look at that. So these are some of my ads that I've got pre-saved to go out. So today is the 8th. I already posted for the 8th. So let's just go on to, let's see. I haven't posted for the 13th yet, I don't think. So I'm going to click on the 13th and then click open. And hopefully it won't take 10 minutes to get opened. So this one says, and it shows you, this is what size is going to be on X. This is what size it's going to be on LinkedIn, right? And this is what size it's going to be on Pinterest. These are all social media platforms that I've got connected. And I go for the one with the biggest. So it says, if you focus on success, you'll have stress. But if you pursue excellence, success will be guaranteed. So I can take this quote, doesn't want to let me copy it, so I'm going to type it in. So if you focus on success, you'll have stress, but if you pursue excellence, success will be guaranteed. Okay, and so then you put in some hashtags. So I'm going to do hashtag marketing mentoress. I'll do hashtag pension booster. I'm going to do hashtag income supplement. Oh, work, let's say work from anywhere. Okay. But I want to do a call to action before that. Okay, so I had to figure out a call to action to put in there. So now I've got this all done. All I have to do is click on this, see this little icon here again. Now so you see the words popped up, says AI assist. You click on that and you can create 3 post options. So I'm going to click on that. I can change the tone too if I want. Let's see, let's try changing the tone. And we want it to be friendly. So they're just going to give us one sample. Hey there, friends. Remember, focusing solely on success may lead to stress. Instead, striving for excellence ensures success. If you've been feeling the strain in your quest for success, drop a yes in the comments. Let's see how I can lend a hand on your journey. And then it has the hashtags that I already set up. It doesn't ever change the hashtags. It leaves the hashtags alone. So we could go with that. And see this little box down here in the corner? You click on that. It's called the clipboard. Click on the clipboard. And then you can put it up top here. So I just highlight what I've got there because it's already in the picture, right? They don't want to see that. So I've got 93 characters too many. Oh, I see what they did. They duplicated all my hashtags. Now we've got 41 characters too many. Let's lend a hand. $27. Okay, that one I don't want to touch. So maybe I'll put A. So you have to make sure you stay within that limit of the number of characters. I just need to get 2 more. Now, if I can find the word and somewhere. Focusing solely on success may lead to stress. I'm going to say, have you been focusing on stress? Let's see if that works. There we go. We've got extra characters left. Oh, I didn't. There we go. We got it down to 1. Okay. Hey, have you been focusing on stress? Instead, striving for excellence ensures success. Oh no, I don't want that. Okay, that makes sense. So you see what you can do to rearrange and reorganize your, I call them blurbs, but your comment section. So that is going to be posted with this picture, right? So now you want to make sure that you've got all the social media platforms opened up. They're turned on, the ones that you want to be posting on right now. Got to make sure they're turned on. So YouTube and TikTok only take video. So you can only post videos on those 2. So you want to make sure I want to have my Pinterest open. I want to have both my company page and my personal page, and I want to have X opened up, ready to post on. I do not use Facebook or Instagram. I do not have either one of those because I got hacked last November and I have not been able to get my accounts back. And here's the thing, because the person that's the perpetrator that took over my accounts, he's from Dubai, and you can bet your boots I will never do any business with anybody in Dubai ever again in my entire life. So these people need to realize that. They ruin it for everybody in their country. So he's been sending out messages to all the people. I had 5,000 friends in Facebook. And he's been sending messages out to them to invite them to some kind of a competition that I'm in Dubai, right? And I've got friends that contact me all the time. And my good friends usually have my phone number or my email. And so they'll direct message me that way. And I just tell them, please block and report. So if you get any messages from me on Facebook or Instagram, just block and report, because it is not me. It is my perpetrator. So what I did, rather than get all up my knickers in a twist, so to speak, about having my profiles stolen, I just did a flip. I switched to around and just went to using my LinkedIn. I should have been using my LinkedIn from the very beginning. And then shortly after that, I was able to set up a new TikTok, but I haven't been able to set up a new Facebook or Instagram, neither one. So I just pivoted and I use LinkedIn and Twitter and Pinterest and YouTube and TikTok and email. So I send out an email every day through system.io. I create emails to go out, newsletters, so to speak. And at the bottom of my newsletter, right under my signature, I've got a PS, and there's my TikTok, the times that I do my TikTok live. And there's a link down there that people can click on to go and join me on TikTok. And I do that at the bottom of all my newsletters. So everything I do online, I have a repurpose in mind, some way to maximum use everything that I do. So when I schedule this post to go out, I've got everything turned on that I wanted to have turned on. I've got everything turned off that I wanted to have turned off. So this is ready to be posted. So I'm going to scroll down and I have to add my okay. I'm going to copy this just a little bit because I need a header for my Pinterest. And I'm going to pin it to the Marketing Mentors page. And there it showed up. And I have my URL to Pinterest right in there. So I'm going to skip a bunch of these things because you don't need to worry about them. And choose a date. Now here's what I do. Today is the 8th, right? So but I'm going to post this. I've already got posts scheduled to go out up to the 13th. So we're going to choose the 13th. And actually what I'll do is I'll work through. So if you hover your mouse, you'll be able to see, oh, I've got 2 posts going to go out yet today. So I could schedule it to go out today for 7 o'clock in the evening. So let's do that. Let's go 7 o'clock. So here's the times that you need to be posting. 8 a.m., which is when people are on their way to work, getting ready to go to work. 10 a.m., coffee break. 2 p.m., coffee break. 4 p.m., just as you're leaving work. And 7 p.m. after supper. So those are the key times, according to all the social media research that's been done. Those are key times that are suggested that we might use, right? And once you start posting in all your social media, you'll start seeing when most people are checking out your posts. And then you can change the times accordingly. You can adjust the time. So this is 7 p.m. You can change, make sure you have it set for the a.m. or the p.m. So here's what I do. Because this post is pretty generic, it can be repurposed out several months. So I repurpose all my posts out 6 months, just once a month, 6 months. So the 8th of August is a Thursday, right? The 8th of September. I've got calendars all around my desk. I'm a boomer. I have to see things. I have to have it all laid out in front of me. And so the 8th of September becomes a different day of the week, which is a Sunday, right? So I'll want to change the time on Sunday because people tend to check their social media a little bit later in the day, right? So maybe I want to put 2 o'clock on that one. And then in October, the 8th of October becomes a Tuesday. So you're reaching different audiences. They all check their social media different times of day. Welcome, welcome, whoever came in. And here's another thing. You're continuously inviting people to connect with you on all your social media platforms, right? So people that aren't connected to you today, when you do that post, to send that post out, they'll be connected to you by the time the next post goes out, right? So then you'll have that audience and so on all the way through. And I schedule them to go out 6 months. Now, I don't repurpose my Christmas posts and my New Year's posts and Mother's Day and Father's Day. They have to stay right around that same date, right? Because they don't have longevity. So this post that we've just done has longevity. We can post it out 6 months. So let's choose. We did August, so let's go to September the 8th. And, oops, I got to go back on there and double check the times for September the 8th. So there's 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and 4 p.m., and there's one more post scheduled to go out. So let's do 10 a.m. because I think this was an 8 a.m. Let's do a 10 a.m. Okay. And, oh no, we were going to do 2 p.m. because that's a Sunday, right? So let's choose October. Press the arrow to move to the next month. We're on the 8th of October. Look at that. There's no blue dot. That means there's nothing scheduled to go out on that day yet. So we have the freedom to choose whatever time we want. So let's do 8 o'clock in the morning because it's in the middle of the week. Quite often people are pretty routine with their Monday through Friday because of the job, right? So let's go to November now. And this is going really slow because of my internet today. It's way slower than usual. So look at that. No blue dot on this 8. It's a Friday. So let's choose 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, let's go to December. We'll choose a date in December. December the 8th. Oh, there's nothing chosen in December. So we have freedom to choose whatever time we want. Well, then we don't have a 4 o'clock yet. So let's do 4 o'clock in the PM. Now, when you have an auto posting platform like this, you schedule the time in there or set up the time to fit what you're doing, right? To fit not what you're doing, where you live. So I'm in Mountain Time. So this is all scheduled to be Mountain Time. If you're in Eastern Time or Central Time or Atlantic Time or Newfoundland Time or UK Time or whatever, you'll be wanting to set the time in yours to suit what your location is. So that's 5. So let's go into January. Oh, January the 8th has no time on there yet. So can you see how this gradually fills up? So so we've got the 5 times, 8, 10, 2, 4, and 7. So we'll just leave this one at 4 o'clock because it's a different day of the week. We haven't got any more Wednesdays in here. And then we just click this button, schedule. Bling, it's gone. It's gone out and it will automatically show up at the designated times that we've scheduled. Are there any questions before we move on? So can you see how this question? Yes.
I just wanted to make sure that I understand. You're actually sending out the same post once a month for as long as, but at different times? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, different times because I want to reach different audiences, right? Because people check all their social media at different times. And that's something that I've learned over the years. And like, not everybody checks their social media at 8 o'clock in the morning. And here's another thing that I discovered. All those feeds on social media are moving all the time. And here's Twitter, X. It just goes so fast. You post it 2 seconds later, it's gone. And Facebook goes like this. LinkedIn goes a little bit slower than Facebook, right? So you get the feel of how these feeds move. They have their own life to them. And So because of that, you need to post at different times, because if you post at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Depending on it doesn't matter even what platform you post on, by the time 2 o'clock in the afternoon hits around, whoever checks their social media will never see your 8 o'clock in the morning post. Never. They can scroll backwards, but people generally don't scroll back more than maybe 4 or 5 posts. So they'll never see that 8 o'clock post. So that's why you want to choose different times every time you post that post. Does that answer
So
your question?
posting it, as most people do, they post one post, maybe once a day at the most, sometimes once a week, one post, and that's it. And it never gets seen beyond that.
That's right.
So that you're saying that's the reason why nobody's responding to them.
That's right. That is very true. Smart girl. Yeah, because those feeds are just moving all the time, right? And I learned that from the social media experts that I had met with over the years. They said those feeds are moving. You have to post at least 3 times a day, if not 5. So 3 to 5 times a day is the general span that they give you, right? 3 to 5 times a day. Those in each day. So for instance, if I've got 5 posts scheduled to go out today, those are all different because I've scheduled them way back, right?
Yeah.
And they've been up there for a few months. And by the time they get to this month, there's some of the posts are at the end of their span. Their posting times.
How long do you post them for? How many months out? Is it a whole year?
You could if you wanted to, but I only go out 6 months.
6 months, okay.
Because of the fact that there's 5 key times a day that people tend to check their social media.
Right.
And so I figure if I go out 6 months, that'll work. And you always have to remember the people that you're not connected to today when you do those posts. When those posts go out today, there are people, a whole bunch of people that will be connected to you by the time it goes out again. And so then they'll have a chance to see that post. And it's a different time of day, right? So you're reaching different audiences automatically.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Are there any other questions before we move on?
So I had raised my hand, Christine.
Okay.
I had a question. With the training in digital in our group, DGC, when Michelle O'Neill says to do 3 pieces of content per day, in opposed to what you just showed right now was like 6 pieces, but I lose it when I see you send them out. So what in the nature of that are you doing? Are you doing 6 posts a day in different, I guess because I'm losing track or I'm getting lost because you're posting in Twitter, LinkedIn that I seen right here, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. Did I miss one?
Yeah, no. I'm actually posting on my LinkedIn company page and my LinkedIn profile page.
So that's 6. Okay.
And the reason I do that is because the people on my LinkedIn company page have been invited by me to come and follow me on my company page, right? And so all the people in my personal page are not going to see what comes on my company page if they're not following me on my company page.
So because I don't have a company page right now, I just have I kind of started it, but I deleted it because it was getting too complicated, and complicated makes me back out and sit down at my desk and just not do anything, to be honest with you. So I deleted my Wisdom Daily Pay and I just focused on mine. I know you saw my bio when I changed it that day. Thank you for your input. But would you say then with that being said, because let's say I'm doing 2. So I'm focusing on LinkedIn and Pinterest, like to my being today is what I'm focusing on. Would you say it would be 6 posts then on that? Because I'm on Buffer now.
Good.
The freebie.
Buffer is a free platform, and you can only attach 3 social media platforms to the Buffer platform.
Yep.
To stay on the free. And as soon as you attach one more, number 4, then they will start charging you $5 a month for each of those 4. So
Mhm.
just so you know. And you only can post schedule 10 posts to go out at a time through Buffer on the free. So every 10 days, you need to get back on there and schedule posts. Excuse me, I'm getting a little hoarse here. Do you know what? Perrier has invented peach flavored Perrier.
Wow. Haven't heard of that
No
yet.
sugar, no sugar, no artificial sweeteners. Okay.
So in asking you that, I just wanted to ask you if I do 3 posts,
Mhm.
one on LinkedIn, my personal page, and one for my Pinterest. Do you think that's enough for my newbie? I only have 5 in my funnel right now.
Yeah. So as long as you've got 3 posts going out a day, every day,
Okay.
right? So there has to be like 3 posts on each platform.
Each platform. Okay.
So 3 on LinkedIn, 3 on Twitter, 3 on Instagram, whichever ones you're using.
Or Pinterest. Okay, got it.
Yeah, or Pinterest. Yeah. And
Thank you.
here's the thing another thing that they told me, they told me that you can post up to 15 times a day on X.
On Twitter or
Yeah, it used to be called Twitter. And
Yeah.
I've never hit that. I've never been, I've gotten as many as 8 on Twitter. But that's not my goal. If I get 3 to 5 posts scheduled to go out, I'm happy. And that's another reason why I only go out 6 months, because the system that I use gradually populates each one of the dates, right? Till finally you've got, most of the time I've got 5 posts a day scheduled to go out. And if you go out further than 6 months, then you're ending up with 8 and 10 and way too many posts going out in a day for most of your social media. So you don't want to be obnoxious with so many posts that you're just about, everybody feels like they're being slapped in the face, right? Those are really good questions. Thank you. Would you like me to do one more post here so that I can run this through? Or is that okay? You can always get the replay here and then follow it through because we're just about out of time.
Okay.
Okay. So I got to make sure I'm going to check my notes here. Okay, another thing that I do, and I'm just going to make a quick mention here to the free ads, posting on the free ads. I'm going to just open up my pictures file, and the fastest way to open it up, I think, is to go through here. And I want to show you some of the pictures that I'm using, and I've developed them all, designed them all through Canva, and I've been experimenting with them. Oh, it takes a minute for that to open up. Darn. So the pixels, you have to go into Canva and resize your pictures to make sure that they are the right size. And I've found that the best size to be using on most of the ads is like 300 by 300, no bigger than that. And some of them are even starting to complain at the 300 by 300 pixels. So I'm going to try 250 by 250 and see if that works, because some of the ads, those pictures are so small, like this. And the ads, I guess it's maybe because they're free. But if you guys get hold of the replay that with Michelle Schmaderer, I put all my URLs to all the different sites that I'm using to post on that replay. It'll be on her replay.
I saw that and I took a screenshot on my phone.
Oh, good girl.
Because I don't like to wait for people because sometimes they forget. And then
Yeah.
Jen said she'll put in the classroom. So like, I am very impatient. So I saw you do it. I saw you add 3 more. I was like, okay. And then I took a picture of all of them. But yes, I saw that. I saw that.
Good. That's great. I'm glad you did see that. So I think what I'll do next time is I'll actually do some posting on free ads if you guys want to do that, and walk you through, because I found when I was doing the free ads, it was really confusing for me because, and I've been going through like, the best size picture I've found is either the Facebook picture that's in Canva or the thumbnail. And the thumbnail works perfect on LinkedIn. So you can always go with the thumbnail. And for your articles that you publish on LinkedIn, for your posts that you do on LinkedIn, you can always use the thumbnail. That works for all of them. So look at this, it opens up finally. Okay. So, but on those ads, the Facebook at 300 by 300 seems to work on most of the sites. There's still the odd site I'm working with to readjust the pixel size. But with Canva, you can choose. There's a special place where you can choose other and type in the actual size and experiment. But it's taken me, I started posting free ads the first part of January, and I've been doing every week ever since then. And it's taken me quite a while to get the pictures organized because there are quite a few ads that weren't accepting the pixel size. And I just, I got frustrated. I'm going to be totally honest. But I kept on posting. I stopped posting for 1 week just to see what would happen. And right away, everything went down. On system.io, where you have the landing page or the
graph.
it's the very first page that shows all your contacts for the last 31 days. Well, it went way down to the negative, like it was minus a huge number, and I went, oh my gosh. And so I started posting again, and so it's taken me several weeks to get the number up into the positive for the last 31 days, because it was down in the negative for several weeks so when you do that, that's what happens. You lose momentum. And the free ads are also, how should I say? They're the long game. And I've heard Michelle say this, Michelle O'Neill. She said that the free ads are the long game, right? LinkedIn takes about 3 months to really get it working well for you. And if you do everything that I teach you and be consistent every day and don't miss a day of going on there and inviting 5 people to connect with you every day and responding to people and inviting them with a call to action, and sending these posts to go through your LinkedIn will also help if you have 3 different posts a day going out. So see all of these different ads that I've got. This was August the 11th, scheduled for the 11th. And I took this one and put it out today because I could see that we needed an extra ad in there. But these are all in a file. This is August 2024. So set up files. So I have a whole system set up in my filing system where I've got Marketing Mentress is the main one. And I use Dropbox too. So I save everything I'm saving. I save on the cloud. Dropbox is a cloud. And so you save all of your pictures and everything on the cloud. So you first click on Dropbox, which is at the side here. Go to Dropbox, you click on Dropbox, and then I go to the Marketing Mentress because I've got a lot of files in there. And then I can go to our legacy program. There we are, there's the legacy program. And then I go to pictures and gifts. And that's where my pictures are, August of 2024. So there they are. And I know it's easy for me to access all my pictures when I have them organized like this. I hope I'm making sense for you guys. So are there any more questions?
Christine, I have one.
Sure.
Thank you for sharing that. How are you utilizing your articles on LinkedIn?
Oh, I love to answer this question. That's one of my favorite questions. So I publish an article, and you can join up to 100 groups on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah.
But And I've got some videos that I've done that are replays that show you how to get into the groups and how to choose your groups. So you can be in 100 groups, but do not do that. I was in 100 groups and you can't manage it. It's way too much to manage.
And Christine, on that, I understand the group thing and you can share it to a group that you're in. I'm just going to give you an example. You're new to the group, right? If you're new to a LinkedIn group,
right?
I write articles on LinkedIn and I have a following, but I don't want to start throwing my articles in a new group and then do it daily. I mean, I think it's a little bit of an opportunist kind of.
Oh no, I post in the groups once a week. I publish an article once a week, not every day.
Okay, so I actually use Medium, which is a publication.
Yeah, I'm going to write that down.
And once I write them, I send it to LinkedIn. So this is the beautiful thing about your articles, blogs, content.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to poo-poo social media because I had a really bad experience. So I'm very jaded. But when I start using social again, I'm only using Twitter, LinkedIn, and Reddit. That's it.
Okay.
You got to go where your network is, right? If you build something, you go there.
Yeah, you got to go for strengths.
So I actually write content like I'll write an article every morning. Like it's like my morning coffee, and then I just send it out.
So you have a blog.
Yeah, and just because you want to get followers without selling. And I actually had to shift my writing because, and here's the thing, ladies and gents, I don't know if there's any gents on here.
Michael is.
Here, when I see social postings and people, I'm going to say it, are posting their income porn. I say income porn because it's all this unrealistic numbers of how much money they're making. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not the way to go. So I actually shifted the way I write my articles. This is the number one thing we're selling is education.
Right.
It's not about the opportunity. That opportunity could sell itself, you know. So now I talk about learn and earn. It's like a referral program, but it's important for people to go through the education.
Right.
That's the whole caveat of the program. So I was just curious when you brought up articles on LinkedIn, because I'm very familiar. I'm usually publishing. I'm not throwing it in groups and stuff, but I'm glad you mentioned it because now it just triggered me to start sharing it into some of my my groups.
Yeah. When I first join a group, I always introduce myself.
Yeah, I do too.
And I invite them to come and take a look at my profile. And the thing is, when you post an article, and I tell them I publish an article every week, and if you don't mind, I'll publish it on here. But you read the terms of use for each group.
Rules,
each group has the rules of engagement, right?
Yeah.
And so you follow those rules of engagement, you won't have any problem. And that's so when you post, when I post an article, then I'll share it on each one of the, I think I'm 15 or 20 groups that I've got. I've prepared it down because it's not, you can't be personal with it, and you need to be more personal on LinkedIn because it's a professional platform. So when I post one of my articles, I always go through and go down about 5 or 6 and like and comment on other people's posts. And you will generate a rapport with people right away because of that, right?
Yeah.
I also have 3 groups on there that I manage that are my groups. And when you own your own group, what you can do is you can pin your latest article to the top of the group.
Yeah.
And you can also, as an admin, you can recommend that everybody in the group read different one, I think you can do 3 a week. You can recommend 3 a week and recommend that everybody in the group read it, because not everybody's going to see the articles when you post them, right? And there's some really great things that I see in some of these groups. So I've been, I'll write a little blurb on the article that I'm recommending, and I'll just say to them, you have been recommended by admins, so that they know that they've been recommended, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Not everybody gets on LinkedIn right away, but you put
I
a
love
message
LinkedIn.
on their post, they get that because it goes into their message stream, right?
Another question for the group, and I think I might even mention this to Lillian when we got on Zoom at one point. With LinkedIn, the mindset of most people is, well, maybe not all of them, but it's job seekers, okay? Job seekers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to offer a job. I don't offer jobs. We like to offer the opportunity.
Yeah.
Right? So I've actually been able to kind of change one individual in particular, shift his mindset, because he's going into digital marketing. He said he was educated, blah, blah, blah. And then yet he's looking for a job. He's just a young person. And I asked him, I said, why are you looking for a job? So I can make a paycheck. I said, you could do that on your own. And I think I just opened up his world to the possibility that you can actually work for yourself doing digital marketing. I mean, that's just right. Like, so I started changing the way I write, and I shifted more towards, whatever, starting your own business. Cause there are so many people that are looking for side hustles, right? And it's very difficult to get a job now. It's a remote opportunity, which means there's not just 500 people, there's 5,000 people going for the same job. Mm-hmm. So I kind of got him steered in the right direction to think about entrepreneurship. So anyway, I appreciate what you were sharing there with your stuff. Automation is the way to go to auto post. That's why I won't waste my whole lot of time on social, but the engagement part and how you reply is so important.
Yes, it really is. I had a conversation with some people in business that they're looking to do business with me from India, very professional group, and they really were singing my praises because I got back to them so quickly, right, with a response.
Yeah.
Because on LinkedIn, people tend to think that they don't need to get on there very often, right?
Yeah.
And so then you lose that momentum, that contact with that person. It's like you have to get to know them all over again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all in the reply, I have to say. So this is another little nugget for everyone. When you're sending out classified ads, when you get a reply from somebody, you may not get their email address because it might just come in from the platform that they responded on. So either way, I do not reply in a written message in the email. I send them a video reply. Yeah. So Loom, Loom, I'm sure some of you know Loom. Start using it. It is powerful when they can actually see you and you're addressing them. Mm-hmm. And the other thing I usually ask for in the video is, tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, are you running your own business? Like, I'm trying to understand where they're at, because they think it could be a job. I don't post that I'm hiring. I don't put any words in that content. So I find it interesting how people react to, like, that you're actually on a video responding to them. Then I tell them, if you're interested, you use the domain, the capture page, not your ready website, because that's overwhelming. Okay, it really is. And they won't get it. So that's how I've been responding to, and I've done it a long time, but this is just so much more effective. And I give them the 1, 2, 3 final. I literally will respond after the third reply. I'm always following up. The follow-up is extremely important. Your reply and follow-ups.
Yeah.
So on the third follow-up, if I hear nothing, I give them maybe 1 or 2 days. I'm not desperate, so I'm not going to track them down every single day. My last response, usually in the last paragraph, if this isn't for you, that's okay. Just appreciate a yay or nay, and I wish you all the best in your endeavors.
Yeah.
I can't waste my time wondering, and you know what? If they were interested and maybe they were on a holiday, they'll get back.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to share that, especially
Thank you.
classified ads.
Yeah, that's awesome. And one last thing, I don't know if you can see this, but on your phone, if you download LinkedIn onto your phone, you can message people. So you click on one of the messages. There's a little microphone down in the corner that you can press your thumb on, and you can give them a voice reply. A lot of people don't know about that, and people respond better to your voice as well.
Yes. Good stuff, Christine. Thanks.
Awesome.
I really appreciate it. You know, I have to say, I kind of admire the fact that you're like my dad's age, and my dad is so computer illiterate. It's embarrassing. It really is. I actually have to do all his work online. Okay. But I'm very impressed with how much you know. So well done.
Thank you.
Christine, can I ask you too? I think I sent you a message on LinkedIn, maybe the community. I can't remember where I messaged you on it.
Okay.
There's so many open windows at this point on information, but I was going to ask you, I haven't been on your YouTube channel this week, but did you post a video? Because I asked in the community and I got crickets as an answer. If maybe you have it in your YouTube, because I don't want to repeat what you've trained, but I was trying to get Michelle's webinar link. I know she always posts it.
Yeah.
And then how you have your newsletter. And I feel like all the big time know how to put the two as in a marriage and send it out to their list, etc. I'm not there yet, but I wanted to see a screenshot of how you do it, because I know you posted when she gave the link, you said, I'll use it. So is that how you're doing it? You take it from Michelle's to invite your people of possibilities?
Yeah, I just go into her testimonials and download from the testimonials onto the computer.
I didn't find that in the training, and I asked that twice, but maybe
Just
the
go in the
subject.
search bar. Go in the search bar in the community and type in testimonials, right? And then click on the school, and you'll get like hundreds, and it's usually close to the top, and you can download. It's really easy to do. And then that way, when you download it to your computer and then upload it to your own YouTube, what happens is then you can put in your own LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter URLs, your own website URL, and and Michelle aren't listed there.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing that.
Well, I think it's brilliant what she's done with that. Any more questions? We'll wrap it up for today. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Christine, for your time.
Thanks, Christine. Thanks, Lillian, for the invite.
You're welcome, dear. I'll talk to you soon.
Guys.
Best of your day, guys.
Thank you, Christine.
You're welcome.